Hey everybody, Anthony here. Sorry for the impromptu-ness of this. I just realized I completely misread the time that this match was supposed to happen at. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. We have Tank and Sandman on the feature. Alpha Sentinel versus Windblade OA. And apparently Tank has his camera frozen. I finally have the stream set up. You're free to start once Tank gets his camera issue resolved. Okay. I completely horked this up. I was out and about thinking this was happening in about 45 minutes. And, yeah, time zones. They're fun. I guess. So, okay, hold on. Technology at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Technology at its finest. But we are rolling now, so like I said, we have Tank with Alpha Sentinel shenanigans that also involve Nightracer and a sweep for maximum defense with Alpha Sentinel. Well, kind of, I guess. I don't know. And then on Sandman's side of things, we have a mostly Autobot overwhelming advantage build that takes advantage of Windblade as a damage mitigator, and Warpath is there to reduce some Pierce. And then, of course, Demolisher is here because he's about the best OA character there is. And it looks like Sandman won the die roll, and he is going to be going first. And we are off to the races now that I have accidentally delayed this game because I'm stupid. And then I should mention their loser strats right now. So if you're not familiar with the Two Losers format, how this works is that every team must have a loser stratagem on it, which is a stratagem from a specific list of things that are currently on the Bayformers website. Tank's is localized tremors, which is for Alpha Sentinel, and Sandman's is artillery support for Warpath. And speaking of Sandman, we see him flip Windblade and then go into Nightracer, it looks like. Going in for 8 Pierce 2 with Windblade. Block 4, take 4. So Nightracer has taken 4, and I'm going to quickly pull up the loser strats in the event you have not seen these. And then, so we move over to Tank's turn. So localized tremors, how this works is it's a 1-star strat, and when Alpha Sentinel is on the battlefield and 2 or more enemies untap, the opponent chooses one of their upgrades and scraps it. When an enemy untaps and its defense is less than Alpha Sentinel's defense at that moment, you do 1 damage to that enemy. As for Warpath's strat artillery support, it gives Warpath +1 attack and +4 health. So he's 10 health, so he's actually kind of respectable now. And he reduces Pierce by 2 when in alt mode. We see a Cayman Crash come down on Tank's side. 1 to Alpha, 2 to Windblade, which this is the Arc Windblade we are seeing over here. So I am going to pull up the thing here and just try to... Alpha Sentinel flipping to bot mode, interesting. Sending in Alpha into Windblade. So Tank is just going for the punch strategy. Going in for 8 Pierce 2. Okay, so it looks like Sandman is defending for 3 with Windblade, but he did flip at least 4 colors, and that is Windblade's bot mode. Let's see. Nope, that is the wrong Windblade I am looking at there. So this Windblade, if this would take attack damage, you flipped at least 4 different colors of icons. Instead, it takes half damage rounded up. So 7 becomes 3. No, it becomes 4. Wait. Whatever. Anyways. So we move back over to Sandman's turn, now that I have done finishing panic explaining everything. Okay, so Windblade flips, and when this happens, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, put an action and an upgrade from them into your hand, scrap the rest. Take the Noble's Blaster. There was 1 more card I didn't see. Rest gets scrapped. And then Noble's Blaster onto Warpath, and Alpha Sentinel is probably going to get whacked here. So going in right now for Warpath, I believe, has 3 attack in alt mode, if I'm not mistaken, including the strat bonus. Warpath has 2 attack in alt. No, wait, 4 attack in alt mode, so 5, 7. So Alpha Sentinel is now up to 10 damage, and a return damage, it looks like, gets fired, or was it a heal? And Alpha Sentinel was just pulled out there for reference. So I think a damage did get healed from... Nope, there's the damage on Warpath. So Alpha Sentinel did shoot Warpath there. Because when Alpha Sentinel, I believe, takes not attack damage... Let me pull this up. Yes, when one of your characters takes attack damage, choose one. You may do 1 damage to this. If you do, do 1 damage to the attacker. Or you may do a damage to this. If you do, repair 1 damage for one of your other characters. That is the bot mode. And then the alt mode effect I'll explain at the start of Tank's, or Sandman's next turn, excuse me. So, now, rock tossing Windblade, that's not a bad call. And then Windblade is now sitting at 6 damage. And then Tank is trying to figure out an upgrade here. Putting an erratic cannon on the sweep. I am honestly surprised by that erratic cannon. So, seven Pierce 2 going into Windblade, going up to 10 on Windblade, and I believe she has 10 health, if I'm not mistaken. No, not 10 health, 4. Oh, she has 15. 10 stars. I'm mixing the two up. Anyways, there was a pickup there. I just did not pick it up because I am trying to juggle multiple things at once, and Sandman will draw for turn. So, let's see here. So the sweep has stealth, so Sandman has to go into Alpha Sentinel here. Flipping up Demolisher. Hunker down onto flip Demolisher. He'll get to draw a card. That is not when you should draw that card, but this is a casual event, so I think it'll slide. Because it wouldn't really impact anything. Terrifying Resilience onto Demolisher, and a composite onto Warpath. So Sandman still needs a white icon utility in order to get OA going, and okay, so now both Demolisher and Warpath are live for OA, and there are 3 spare parts in the deck, and that is it for white icon utilities. So Demolisher going into Alpha Sentinel as he has to. So, Demolisher, or Alpha Sentinel, there were only 6 characters worth of stars untapped on Sandman's side at the start of the turn, so Alpha Sentinel's boost was not active. So, Alpha Sentinel will be taking 3 damage here. And then Nightracer will now be attacking here, so what can Tank do to buff her up? Yep, we have a Espionage Calling Green. There's 16 in Sandman's deck. That is a reasonable call. Caming Grace, Stormfall Sword, Fuel Cache, Scoundrels, Brainstorm. So either a... Oh, there's a Vampark in there? Wait, no, that's not right, is it? Oh, there was a spare parts. Okay, I did not see the spare parts at first. So it was a spare parts, a Stormfall, and a Scoundrels. Interesting. So now what else is Tank gonna do? Is he gonna not... Is he just gonna send Nightracer straight up? Or is he gonna flip, maybe? So flipping up Nightracer. Going after Windblade. 5 more damage needs to get through here. Can Tank get it? And when you flip 8 Pierce 1, that's a pretty good chance. She's in the wrong mode, so she won't be able to negate the damage here. And that is a dead Windblade. So dropping a Stormfall Sword for an overwhelming advantage. And there is no spare parts in hand unless that is the top deck here after the untap. And if that's the case, things are going to get real interesting real quick because Alpha Sentinel is in OA range, having 13 out of his 23 health taken away. So localized tremors now goes off. So an upgrade gets scrapped here because of 2 or more enemies untapping. So that causes a bit of a problem for Sandman. Getting rid of the composite on Warpath. So Warpath does not have less... Oh, Warpath only has 2 defense in alt mode. I forgot about that. So Warpath takes a damage after the composite gets scrapped. That is pretty good. So moving over to Sandman's turn. If it's a spare parts he top decked, OA is online with a Demolisher swing. Flipping Demolisher, does that mean there's a spare parts in play? Oh, there could be a spare parts in play, alright. Cayman Grace onto Warpath? Is that legal? I thought it only drew a card. Oh no, it draws a card when you put it on anyone, and then it gives one of like 4 characters focus. Fuel Cash coming down, and... Oh, wait, did he get all of it? Yeah, that was a rollout that got flipped. Yeah, so Stormfall Sword plus rollout in that 3-card combination does get additional cards in the 8-card hand. Holy mother of Sunstorm. Good lord. Warpath going into Alpha Sentinel. So swinging for 8, Pierce 1. Block 5, take 3. And Alpha Sentinel's ability is active since at the start of the turn, more than 10 stars worth of enemy characters were untapped. So everyone got plus defense equal to all other characters. I believe that's how it works. Each of your characters gets +1 for each of your other characters. So all the characters had a +2 defense boost right now. Or no, not anymore, because there's only 6 stars of untapped characters. Bashing Shield to get rid of the terrifying resilience, so that slows down the OA shenanigans here a little bit. That espionage hurt. Work Overtime coming down in clutch for a bit of extra card draw. So now, who does Tank send in here? He's got a sweep with an erratic cannon, but some Pierce is getting negated with Warpath. Oh, is he gonna flip the sweep and go after Demolisher? He's going after Demolisher! Wait a minute! He's going after Demolisher. Oh, this just got good. Oh, wait, is he not? Yep, Tank is going for it. Going for Demolisher with the sweep. Wow, this is interesting. How much, so, I'm just trying to see how much damage the sweep has. So 3 attack in bot mode, 4, 5, 6, 9 into 4, take 7. I don't know if Tank is playing Cayman in his deck or not. I can't pull it up right now to check because I am actually showing the screens. So, drawing a card on Sandman's side, there will be a reshuffle. So we're going to wait for a reshuffle here. Alrighty, so let's see here. Okay, so the deck has been shuffled. So spare parts is coming down onto Demolisher. So a orange-black upgrade is needed. So there's 1 Terrifying Resilience and 2 Composite in the deck. Oh, no, wait. Putting that spare parts onto Warpath instead. So unfortunately now the only live armor for Warpath is Composite. But there are 2 copies. That's something. Going in for 5 Pierce 2 into the sweep, and the sweep has bit the dust, unsurprisingly. Dropping a rollout for a backup beam on Sandman's side, and we are going to move over to Tank's turn here. Oh, wait, is Tank gonna push for lethal? There's a secret action set. Wait, if that's a secret action being set, then that probably means he doesn't have Cayman in hand, assuming it's even in his deck. Albeit Tank is swinging all out here. He needs to get Maceration Laser on Alpha Sentinel. That's a... Wait, So, I'm just trying to think here. So, if Nightracer gets Pierce 2 and goes into Demolisher, that kills Demolisher. If Alpha Sentinel flips here, the Pierce does nothing against Warpath, but that's a 10 attack character going in. So, flipping up Alpha Sentinel... Yeah, I think he has to send Nightracer in here. Okay, yep, going in with Nightracer... Wait, did he just say Warpath? Hold on a second. So that is 4, 5, 8. So Demolisher is gone. Okay, so it was Demolisher Nightracer was going into. And Alpha Sentinel has an additional bold thanks to Nightracer, I just realized, so... Does Tank want that hold blind, though? That's the question now. Alrighty, so 10 attack Alpha Sentinel here with bold 1. Can he do it? There's a white icon. There's 2. Oh, hi, Mirage. Going in for 12 Pierce 1. No, 12 Pierce 2. 12 Pierce 4, excuse me. So the Pierce gets reduced by 2. And, yeah, that is a Game 1 victory for Tank. Where is the Game 1 marker? There it is. Alrighty, so I am going to wait a moment here and see... Actually, no. While they are going ahead and just, figuring out the whole siding situation, let's go ahead and talk about BFB as always. We're getting close to the next release from Team Bayformers. Almost every card in the set has been revealed, so we are entering the home stretch of the public beta to ensure that everything is as polished as humanly possible. Of course, this process is not possible at all without testers like you trying to make sure that you can find everything possible that could be a problem in the set so we can correct it before the set officially drops. And if you want to help with that process, be sure to check out the link in the description to go to the Bayformers download page to find it, or you can go to bayformers.net/downloads as well. Additionally, if you have any questions about the beta or want to converse with the testers a bit more frequently, be sure to join the Discord server at the link in the description for that. Again, if you want to help with the BFB testing process, go to bayformers.net/downloads to find the download link for the beta, or you can find the page at the link in the description. And of course, join the Discord server if you have any questions regarding the beta at that link below. Okay, so we're going back in here, and I am actually going to go ahead and switch over to the transition screen real quick so I can pull up some deck lists. So I'm just trying to see here. Where is Tank? Okay, there's Sandman's other deck. And I am just trying to pull up. Okay, so I've got Sandman's decks up, and I've got both of Tank's. And now I can go ahead and switch back over to the view. And it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing any decks get sided, potentially. I'm honestly not sure. There hasn't been any movement on Tank's side of the, or Tank's end of things. Looks like we may just be sticking with these same decks for this round. Let's see, I know what Tank's second deck is. Okay, that's what Sandman's second deck is. This is... I'm honestly not sure if decks are gonna get sided or not. Sounds like Tank is sideboarding things from what I am able to hear, so take that as you will. Okay, so, yep, looks like we're just doing some regular sideboarding. Oh boy, Eric's in the chat. Eric, I see you. If you keep this up, I am going to mute you. I have my cursor over the timeout button. Alrighty, so... yeah, so it does look like that they are just sticking with their decks right now. And Sandman has declared he is going first. And I think Tank just either drew the best hand in the world or the worst one. That only lasts for 5 minutes, and I heard you clicking elsewhere. Don't test me, Eric. Don't test me. Anyways, so Windblade flips to bot mode, going into Nightracer, it sounds like. 8 Pierce 1, blocking 4, taking 4 on Nightracer, because again, that plus 2 boost from Alpha Sentinel in this is active. So no greens on Sandman side, I'm not sure about tank side, and we move over to tank's turn. And tank seems to have some decision paralysis right now. Not too sure what he wants to do here. Okay, so we're going to see Alpha Sentinel flipped up. This worked out for him last time. Going for a secret action. And then Alpha is just going to punch Windblade in the face. 9 Pierce 2 going into Windblade. Taking 6 did not get the trigger for Windblade's bot mode. So she is roughly halfway there to a KO. Moving back over to Sandman's turn. Gotta get that OA engine online here, hopefully, if he wants any shot at, you know, actually doing things. Because Tank's deck has surprisingly been hitting like a truck this set. I mean, he is running 26 oranges and 18 blacks, so that isn't too surprising now that I really think about it. Agile formation coming down. So, Windblade is melee, so Sandman has the option to look at the top of his deck and scrap it. He will not. And then Demolisher is ranged. And then the damage from the ranged trigger of Agile formation goes on to Demolisher. And then flipping Demolisher. And sending Warpath after Alpha. Swerving to alt mode, so that's just a +2 defense bonus. Also, a sparring gear came down onto Windblade. I missed that a moment ago. And Warpath looks to be going in for 7 Pierce 1. Alpha is taking 4. Dropping a what buys beyond for a Noble's Blaster on Sandman's side. No greens on Tank's side. And back to Tank's turn we go. Also, to follow up on whether or not Tank is playing Cayman Crash, yes, he is. He has 3 of them in the main board. So, flipping up Nightracer. Another secret action comes down, so Nightracer's Bold is online. Hollow Matter comes down onto Alpha. That is interesting. Sweep going after Windblade for 5 Pierce or 6 Pierce 2? 6 Pierce 2? So he takes 2 there? Wait. Is Windblade rounded up or rounded down? Because block 3, take 3, that rounds, takes half that damage, round it up. Okay, quick question. Did Windblade take that 2 damage after rounding or before rounding? So, oh, right, I'm bad at math. Never mind, ignore me. I am bad at math, ladies and gentlemen. I was thinking that 3 rounded up to 3. I don't know what I was thinking. Good lord, I am stupid. And now that we have our court-mandated incident of me being a total idiot, we move over to Sandman's turn. Flipping Demolisher to draw a card. Still has the action and the upgrade. Fuel Cache comes down. There's a Batalicado, there's a fight for position, and a Smoke Cloak. Did not get it. And then, what is going to be the upgrade for turn? Composite onto Demolisher, and going into Alpha. Stable cover is the secret. So Alpha will be blocking 4 here. 5 going in to... Oh, blocking 5. I forgot he had that hollow matter projector. So 5 blocking 5, taking nothing. And then tank will draw for turn. Can he delete Windblade this turn? Espionage calling orange. So the hand was Noble Spare Parts and then an OA and Sandman side. So there goes the OA. That's not gonna... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot Sparring Gear. No, wait. That Sparring Gear is not an orange-black. Never mind. I was about to say something incredibly stupid. Force Field on the Nightracer. Interesting. So Nightracer goes into Windblade. Going 6 Pierce 1 going into Windblade. So getting the 4 colors. Okay, taking the Pierce 1, and this time I will not forget how numbers work. And we are about to see an untap here. Okay, so localized tremors now triggers. So is either the composite or the sparring gear, is which one is going to be the scrap here off of localized? Getting rid of the sparring gear, and then someone with less than 4 defense takes a damage. So either Warpath or Windblade, and it looks like Warpath is going to take the damage here from localized. Oh, I forgot. It's every enemy that has less than Alpha Sentinel's defense. So Windblade is now at 2/3 of her health. We move back over to Sandman's turn. So flipping Windblade, so top 5, there's a composite, a Metallicado, an Agile Formation, a Rollout, and a Stormfall Sword. So 3 actions, 2 upgrades. So there is some choice here. And there's... taking the Metallicado... and looks like the Stormfall Sword? Taking the composite instead, so that signals a possible OA setup on Warpath, maybe? If I had to take a wild guess. Spare parts onto Demolisher, so we're just missing that blue weapon, and that will be online. Albeit, now the question is, who does Sandman send in here? He doesn't want to send in Demolisher, because that would pop the composite on Tank's turn. So there's the Metallicado coming down. And sending Warpath. Pierce Negation, that makes sense. Going into Nightracer. Oh my god, Tank flipped the only blue in his deck. So Nightracer is blocking 4. $10 Pierce 1. Going into Nightracer. Oh wait, that's 11. 12 Pierce 1. Nightracer will take 4 from the force field, and force field will fall off. And then, does Tank want that maceration laser? Dropping a Nobles for a Stormfall Sword. I mean... yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. He does, or Sandman does want to get to one of his blue weapons, which are 2 backup beam and a Scoundrels in the event of Demolisher. Stealthiness comes down onto Nightracer, setting a secret action, flipping Alpha Sentinel. Oh boy, I think Warpath is about to get punted. So going in for 8 right now. He has bold 1 thanks to Nightracer. There's a white icon. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pierce 2. So the Pierce gets negated by artillery support. Alive on 1. Are you serious? Oh, that hurts. At the very least, Tank does have 2 Rock Toss and 3 Cayman in his deck, so it is completely a possibility that he is... Oh, wait, he also has 3 Sturdy Javelin. So it is very likely that he's going to be able to take out Warpath with another... before a attack into another character. So that is at least a positive. Stormfall Sword comes down onto Windblade. I'm not sure Windblade can make use of OA because it doesn't look like... Oh, wait a minute. Windblade can use OA because Stormfall plus Cayman Grace plus Smoke Cloak is a valid OA combo, but Windblade goes in to Alpha. Block 4. I don't think you only block 4. Alpha's ability was active. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he was. You're right. My bad. Okay, I thought Alpha's ability was active. I did not see the swerve there. That is my fault. So. Me being stupid once again. Excuse me. Anyways, so Tank needs to hit Windblade here. The fact that he isn't dropping either a Rock Toss or a Cayman right now is concerning. Just sending the sweep into Warpath. Wow, didn't have anything. 5 into Warpath, that's, yeah, it's only 2. Warpath is gone. Dropping a Cayman for an OA. Ooh, does Sandman have the Scoundrels in hand? So it's also, I am listening in now. It sounds like Tank did side into counter espionage that he had floating around somewhere to deal with OA. There's the Scoundrels. Here comes an OA. Now here's the question: is Alpha in OA range? 23 minus 8. Alpha is just barely in OA range. So Demolisher has to go into Alpha here, though, is the problem. He has to go into Alpha here. So that OA is probably wasted. Okay, so the OA trigger has gone off. So, and then Nightracer is nuked from the board. Seven Pierce 4 looks to be the hit. So taking the 4, it looks like, onto Alpha. Yep, taking the 4. And then we will move back over to Tank's turn after the untap here. Dropping an Immersed in Shadow for the counter espionage. OA is probably not going to fire off again if I had to take a wild guess. And then Alpha's trigger goes off, so an upgrade gets scrapped. So either Stormfall Sword or spare parts here is basically what's going to happen. Okay, yep, getting rid of the Stormfall Sword. And then Windblade is going to take a damage here. We move back over to Tank's turn. So Windblade's alive on 4. Demolisher's at 4 health with 7 defense. And Tank is looking through the scrap right now of Sandman. And 2 OA are in Sandman's deck, so that is probably what he's looking for here. And he's tempted to go into Demolisher, it looks like. I'm honestly not too sure what Tank should do here. This is a really weird situation. He's flipping Alpha. Going for the Erratic Cannon. Interesting. Counter espionaging, overwhelming advantage. And Composite is the card in hand. Alpha going into Demolisher. Ooh, I'm not sure how much I like that. So going in for 9 Pierce 1, blocking 7, taking 2, and Composite Armor will cause a damage to get fire right back at Sentinel. Oh, Hollow Matter's online. Never mind, I'm stupid again. Also, I just noticed that Tank's deck is playing 3 orange, or 10 white, excuse me. I don't know why I thought 3 orange. 10 white icons. This is why Erratic Cannon is not a good card, ladies and gentlemen. It forces you to play way too many white icons unless you're using Mirage. Flipping Windblade for turn on Sandman's side. Good assortment. Grabbing an OA. And grabbing the spare parts as well. And, Composite Armor dropping onto Demolisher. Here comes the OA. Wait, actually, no, that's a terrible idea because the sweep is still untapped. Oh, he's going for it. He's just gonna kill shot Alpha here. Wait, Tank should not be flipping yet. Tank should not be flipping yet. Oh boy. Does Sandman get the trigger? Missed the OA trigger. Wait a minute. Oh, he missed the OA trigger. That is a huge misplay. Oh my. Wow. 10 Pierce 3. Take 9. Okay, Alpha is alive on 2. Dropping a combat dagger for an OA. Sandman is threatening lethal next turn. Ooh, this is looking real interesting all of a sudden. Flipping up the sweep, it's +1 attack. Going after Windblade makes sense. She is in the vulnerable mode where can't have defense. That's 5 Pierce 1. Okay. Oh, is she alive on 1? Okay, no, alive on 2. We may be going to a game 3 here, folks. And Tank concedes. We are going to game 3. Okay, this... Going to game 3. Oh, boy. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. We may be seeing some sideboarding here. Oh, boy. Here comes Triptychon. Here comes Triptychon. Triptychon is now on Sandman's side of the field, and it does look like Tank is switching decks as well. So Nova Star, Brawn, and Gears. Alrighty, this should be interesting for game 3. 2 completely different decks, and let's go ahead and quickly pull up what each of their decks are looking like. So, Tank's deck is majority blue. There's only 2 oranges in the deck. And Sandman's is also majority blue. Oh boy, get your popcorn ready, ladies and gentlemen. This may take a while. And even though it's a blue-on-blue match, it still will not take nearly as long as that 2-hour slugfest between me and Bill when I was playing Devastator and he was playing Sharks. This should be interesting, to say the least. So we're just getting some explanations of cards on the field here. And for the... Oh, nope, we're actually going. My bad. So, Scout the Area is the turn 1 play from Sandman. So, Scout the Area allows you to get 2 star cards worth of white icons in your deck, I believe. And allows you once per game at the start of your turn, you can deploy a character from under Triptychon and then flip the card. And then full tilt is deployed, flips, and goes into someone, and no damage goes through. And then we move over to Tank side of things. And Energon Reclamation is his loser strat right now. And when Nova Star is in bot mode and takes attack, or does attack damage, excuse me, put a fuel counter on the strat and flip her to alt mode after the battle. During the main phase of your turn, you may repair damage from one of your characters equal to the number of fuel counters on the strat. And if you do, flip this, so it's a one-time heal. There's a pocket processor coming down, on to Nova Star. And then flipping Nova Star. And then... Wait, not flipping Nova Star. Flipping up Gears and sending Brawn into full tilt. Interesting. Three going into 2, taking 1. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready. This one might take a while. So Sandman will draw for turn. Battlefield Incursion comes down. Oh boy. And Wipeout comes out, flipping him. Armed hovercraft is coming down, it sounds like. So Wipeout gets the armed hovercraft, one across the board on tank side. So Wipeout going into Brawn. 4 Pierce, 1 is the hit. Into 2, into 3 to 4. That is a Pierce 1 hit going in. And then we move back over to Tank's turn. So, just as a reminder for everyone, Full Tilt is the one that does damage on Revenge, and Wipeout is the one that draws cards on Revenge, and then Brawn, of course, scraps armors or weapons. So, what is Tank going to do here? Because both of them are really not exactly the most appealing target ever, just because Revenge abilities can be annoying. Drawing another card for Processor. I always forget that, so I'm not going to blame Tank for forgetting that. So, playing a team-up tactics, draw 2 and heal. And the shenanigans have begun. Giving her a Nobles, flipping her for turn, and one of the minions is gonna die. Going after Full Tilt with Nova Star. So going in for 9 Pierce 2. And then Full Tilt's Revenge Trigger will fire 2 damage at Brawn. So now we're going to go ahead and move back over to... Oh, no, before we do this, Nova Star flips back to alt mode, and a counter gets put onto Energon Reclamation, and we move back over to Sandman's turn now. I Still Function comes down. So Full Tilt is back online. Now are we going to see Trypticon flip and go nom nom? Gyro Blaster on a Trypticon. Interesting. And Full Tilt is going into Brawn. Going in for 2. Brawn has blocked. And Full Tilt will die at end of turn, and bringing Brawn up to 6 out of his 9, and we move back over to Tank's turn. Oh, and looks like we forgot that Trypticon gives Bold 1. So an extra card got flipped to resolve this one, since they still could. But at this point, they cannot fix the other ones because accepted game state. So moving over to Tank's turn. Flipping gears. Moving the Gyro Blaster over to Wipeout. That's definitely a play. So the question is, can Gears get to Wipeout this turn? He is 0 defense, but this is a blue deck we are seeing here on both sides of the table, so nothing is guaranteed in this situation. Not a thing. Brawn getting a minor med kit. That's a decent card. Setting a secret action, and Gears is gonna try something, I guess. So, Gears going in for 4 Pierce... 4? Gears have 4 attack in alt mode, excuse me? Gears actually does have 4 attack in alt mode, my god. Oh, wait, okay, so there was a bit of an error here. Gyro Blaster would have prevented that white icon from going off. But now we know that Sandman is drawing a battlefield incursion, so... I mean, we were likely to know anyways, just because he was likely to drop at the moment he drew it. There it is. Out comes Brunt. And then... Are we gonna see an Om Nom Nom? We're gonna see an Om Nom Nom. Who's he gonna Om Nom Nom? Not going Om Nom Nom. Just sending Brunt into Brawn. Interesting. So 3 blocking 2. Brawn takes 1. Dropping a handheld for a Scoundrels and a Lion Weight for a Spar on Sandman and Tank side, respectively. Triptychon going into Brawn. Nova Star now has Brave thanks to that step forward. Going in for 6. Blocked! Oh! And we move to an untap, and it is going to be Tank's turn. So, we're going to draw for turn. There's the pocket draw. And what is Tank sitting on right now? Oh, wait a minute. Tank's got something. Dropping a Tripwire. Wipeout is going to take a damage. Gets tapped. Interesting. Nova Star does have a sparring gear now. Flipping her up to bot mode. Oh, don't tell me he's sending Nova Star into... Why would you send Nova Star in there? What are you doing? Why would you send Nova Star in there? So, Wipeout draws to... I am not a fan of that Nova Star send. I would have preferred seeing Gears go in. Potentially Brawn as well, but... Anyone but Nova Star, really. So we move over to Sandman's turn. God, Eric. Kinetic Converter onto Triptychon, flipping to alt mode, drawing a card. And a Smelt comes down. Ooh, that's interesting. It's either the Scoundrels or the Processor here. Going for the Scoundrels. Going into Nova Star. And Nova Star will be taking a Pierce 1 hit here. 3 Pierce 1 going into more than 3. So, again, Nova Star takes that Pierce 1. And we move back over to Tank's turn here. Draw, and there's the draw for Processor. Now, what is he holding right now? And Eric, I swear to God, if you try to technicality me here... What is true? Oh, we know he just saw that. And Tank is now checking the scrap for battlefield incursion. He does have an espionage sitting around, so he's probably holding that right now. He can espionage here, calling either orange, blue, or white to try to rip a relentless invasion out of hand, because there are 2 of those floating around. Not going to play an espionage, instead just setting a secret action. Flipping up gears, returning the kinetic converter to the hand. Giving Gears a piercing blaster, and that is a dead Brunt since he only has 3 health. Uh-oh, there's a toolbox. This is going to get interesting real quick. It's not as bad as the shenanigans Naga uses with toolbox, but seeing toolbox is interesting. And then Brunt's Revenge Trigger will force the sparring gear off of Novastar, and we will move over to Sandman's turn here momentarily. Okay, there we go. Dropping a swerve for the toolbox while we're waiting for that to happen. So what is Sandman gonna do? There's a Javelin. Braun has 7 health. There's a heavy-handed. Novastar's about to take a significant hit. Oh, going after Gears. So the Javelin goes into Braun. He's alive on 2. There's a Tetronite. That negates the heavy-handed, essentially. Six Pierce 4 is the swing. The Pierce gets negated. And it looks like Gears took 2 damage? I'm a little confused here, but I'm just going to overlook it. Draw for Processor. So what is Tank going to do with Braun here? He still has his flip available too, albeit Gears really doesn't do anything in this situation since there aren't any other characters or any upgrades on the board. So you really just have to hope if your tank, or really have to hope that Tank has a weapon and a... Wait. Okay, it looks like Tank accidentally removed a piercing blaster from Gears earlier. That should still be there. So that has been corrected. So let's see, what weapons is Tank running? Oh, excuse me. So 2 Energon Axe, 2 Piercing. We already see 1 on the field. Nobles, 2 Battering Ram, and a 2 Energon Sword. Giving Novastar a Smoke Cloak. Okay, so that signals there aren't any weapons in the hand. what is a potential action here? I'm honestly not too sure. Espionage calling blue. Scoundrels, kinetic converter, another scoundrels, and an armed hovercraft. So anything but the converter. Getting rid of the hovercraft. Interesting. And what is the... Oh wait, there's no question to the attack here, so Braun just swings in. Wait, is he actually considering flipping Braun here? That's a mistake and a half. Going in. 3 Pierce 1. Taking the 1. And the first scratch on Trypticon has been dealt. Dropping a Scoundrel's Blaster for the Smelt. And we have an untap. Now the question is, does Sandman have a Relentless Invasion? And I Still Function comes down. Interesting. Okay, so Full Tilt comes back. And Full Tilt going into Gears. He needs Pierce to get through here. And there's Pierce. 2 Pierce 1 going into Gears 4. Gears will take the 1. And then Braun is dead. Also, I just realized I had that horribly misaligned the whole time. I am sorry. And then we move over to Tank's turn. Draw for processor. Nova Star is going to get a pretty significant swing off here if there's a weapon in hand. Toolbox on Gears. Oh, wait, no, not doing Toolbox. Energon Sword onto Nova Star. That should be a little bit significant here. I mean, it does reduce defense by 2 in this situation. Tripwiring Trypticon for 1 just because. And this is going in for after a Nova Star flip. So that's 10 attack base. 10. Will Tank get the trigger here? Yep. Okay, so... Excuse me. Trypticon goes to 0 defense. So it's 10 Pierce 2. Going up to 8. Wait, what? Oh, that's 8. I don't know why I thought that was 10. Excuse me. So Trypticon is now up to 8 health, or 8 damage, excuse me. And we move over to Sandman's turn. Trypticon flips up. Won't get to Ob Nom Nom anyone. There's a Scoundrel's Blaster. Oh boy, this just got interesting. Fearless coming down. That repairs 1. And gives a +2 because Trypticon is melee in this mode. 10 Pierce 2. Now it's actually 10 Pierce 2 going into Nova Star, who will block 8? So Nova Star is up to 3. And we move back over to Tank's turn. This is going interestingly, to say the least. giving Gears a toolbox, using Energon Reclamation. So I'm just checking to see how Energon Reclamation works. Repair damage from one of your characters. So it heals 3 base, but then heals an additional 1 because of Toolbox. So Gears is now down to 2 damage total. And he's swinging in for Pierce 3 here. Smelting the Scoundrel's Blaster. Okay, this is looking interesting. So this is an additional 3 going into Trypticon here, but Novastar is the heavy damage dealer. So if Trypticon can get a big enough swing going through onto her, this game could very easily swing into Sandman's favor. Right now, the grind game is favoring Tank. Flipping gears and going in for 4 Pierce 3 now. 4 Pierce 3. Going up to 10. Then we untap. And can Trypticon smash somebody here is the question. Force Field. Gears is just going to flip next turn and negate that, essentially. There's a smelt for Sandman. I think the toolbox is the correct call here. Dropping the Energon Sword. What? I mean, is Toolbox really doing anything from Tank or for Tank right now? I'm honestly not too sure. Taking 2 on Gears, and we move back over to Tank's turn. There's going to be a all-out swing here. So what else is Tank sitting on? Okay, that would explain why he got rid of the Energon Sword. So that way he could drop a Noble's Blaster onto Novastar. Unless he top decked that for turn. That is just lucky. Line Wait gets set. Flipping Novastar, sending Novastar after Trypticon first. Wait! Why would you do that? Why didn't you flip Gears? Why didn't you flip Gears? What are you doing? And then we have a reshuffle. So Trypticon took 4 from the Novastar swing. Gears goes in currently for 4 Pierce 3. Looks like the Pierce 3 is going to be the hit. And it looks like Sandman is still just flipping past his relentless invasions. Ooh. Wait. Disruptive Entrance? That's an interesting card. That is real interesting. Putting a kinetic converter onto Trypticon. Flipping to alt mode, grabbing a card, sending in to Gears for 4 Pierce 1. Unless Trypticon gives Bolt to everyone, and I'm just forgetting things again. Each of your other characters has Bolt 1. Okay, so that is correct. So Gears blocks 4 takes 1 here, I think. Dropping a Lion Wait for the hold the line. And then we move over to Tank's turn. There's the processor draw. And Novastar needs to put in some work here now. Because Trypticon is sitting on 17 out of his 30. Belligerence right now would be nuts, except Tank is not playing Belligerence. Scout Armor onto Gears. Interesting. That is real interesting. And then, any action? Not playing any direct damage aside from Tripwire. There's a secret. Flipping gears to return the kinetic converter to hand. And Nova Star goes in first, currently going in for 9 Pierce 2. 9 Pierce 3. So taking 4 on Trypticon after blocking 5. So now sitting on 21, dropping a handheld for, I believe that was an Espionage. And then Gears going into Trypticon for 4 or 3 Pierce 3. And, oh, another Relentless Invasion missed. So Trypticon is now sitting on 24 health. We untap and move over to Sandman's turn. Yeah, that's how this works. There's the converter back. Flipping up Trypticon, drawing a card. Heavy-handed, maybe? Up, we're going out in a blaze of glory. Last stand! Last stand, and that is a concession in all but proper phrasing, but let's see how this plays out. Trypticon is just going to try and punt Gears, I think. Hold the line. He can't take more than 24 damage, ladies and gentlemen. Can't take more than 24. Going in for 11. Blocking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at end of turn, Trypticon is KO'd, and with that, Tank has taken this set. That was an interesting last match. That was very much a, that was a snail of a game, but it did feel back and forth, so that is at least a positive. And hey, we get to see Trypticon in a competitive setting. When's the last time you saw that happen? And if you actually have seen it happen, you're obviously lying. Anyway, so that will do it for this stream again. Sorry for it randomly happening out of nowhere. Just me not being able to understand time zones. I'm an idiot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an idiot. And with that being said, again, Tank has won our round 3 feature, 2-1 over Sandman, using a combination of Alpha Sentinel and Friends, as well as a Nova Star stall deck, versus a combination of Trypticon and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Windblade OA. So we'll see you for the round 4 feature, whatever that is, and hopefully I don't screw up the time again. So with that being said, that will do it for this feature. Peace out, y'all.